Welcome to this explainer. Today, we are unpacking a concept that honestly gets tossed around a lot as just another corporate buzzword. But in reality, it is literally the ultimate practical toolkit for modern professionals. We're talking about critical thinking. And look, this isn't just about sounding smart in a boardroom. It's about mastering a real-life skill that lets you evaluate high-stakes situations, craft incredibly informed decisions, and process massive amounts of new information without completely losing your mind.
I want you to picture yourself in this scenario for a second. You're staring down a chaotic organizational crisis. Maybe the market just shifted out of nowhere, or a flagship project is completely going off the rails. How do you actually navigate that? Well, poor decision-making is usually the root problem in these high-pressure moments, right? But critical thinking, that's your secret weapon. It's the essential tool for tackling unforeseen challenges head-on, letting you figure out creative, super practical solutions so that one massive glitch doesn't just derail your entire operation.
All right, let's dive into this. Here is our agenda for today. 1. Decoding critical thinking. 2. Why the skill matters. 3. Core traits and characteristics. 4. The advanced skill toolkit. 5. Real-life applications. And 6. How to train your brain.
Section 1. Decoding critical thinking.
So critical thinking is officially defined as the aptitude to reason critically, assess evidence objectively, and analyze information in an unbiased manner to craft reasoned decisions. The absolutely crucial part here, that unbiased evaluation of evidence. It's not just about having a strong opinion. It's about checking your biases at the door to reach a truly reasoned, rational conclusion. Whether you're trying to solve a complex problem or pitching a new strategy, objective analysis is the bedrock of the whole shebang.
Section 2. Why the skill matters.
Let's explore how this actually looks in practice when guiding an organization. First up, it promotes self-reflection, which lets you take a hard, objective look at your own beliefs. Second, it's a massive boost for creativity and innovation. Effective entrepreneurs constantly have to challenge orthodox wisdom to generate fresh ideas, and critical thinking helps you break down complex, messy issues into bite-sized, manageable chunks. Third, it absolutely ensures better decision-making simply because you're looking at hard facts and figures objectively rather than acting on pure emotion. And finally, it enhances your problem-solving ability, organizing your thoughts logically so you can explore multiple viable solutions.
Consider this insight. Self-reflection is the Cotter way of piloting an organization accurately. Basically, self-reflection is the absolute core foundation, the cotter pin holding the whole machine together when you're steering an organization. Learned leaders know they have to constantly examine their own assumptions. It's how they justify their own efficacy. Because if you aren't critically reflecting on your own foundation, there's just no way you can accurately steer the ship.
Section 3. Core traits and characteristics.
Let's rapidly walk through how these deeply personal traits connect straight to the bottom line. Curiosity? It isn't just about asking questions. It drives you to continuous learning to ensure accurate business results. Compassion is absolutely vital because it expands your worldview, letting you see all plausible angles of an issue. Decisiveness means you hit your goals quickly and efficiently. Honesty goes straight to crafting a reliable, trusted brand image. Willingness acts as this incredible driving force for you and your entire team. And creativity generates those new, orthodox, challenging ideas you need to craft innovative products. These aren't just nice-to-haves. They directly translate to tangible business results.
Section 4. The advanced skill toolkit.
Okay, let's slow down the pacing just a bit here to really walk through this 5-step cognitive procedure. It all starts with observation, literally just noticing those new challenges right out of the gate. Step 2 is analysis, which takes a profound aptitude to accurately evaluate the current state of play. Step 3 is inference, which we'll dig into in just a second. Step 4 is communication, your primary tool to clear roadblocks and guide your team. And finally, Step 5, problem solving. Because at the end of the day, the effectiveness of critical thinking is only realized when you actually resolve the obstacles and hit your targets.
Let's zoom in on Step 3 for a moment. Inference. This is the core point of crafting conclusions by actively examining data. Honestly, this is where experienced leaders really step up. It's simply not enough to just gather a bunch of facts. You have to actively examine that data to draw plausible, logical conclusions. That is the true bridge between just identifying a problem and actually solving it.
Section 5. Real-life professional applications.
Let's contrast two incredibly distinct examples to see this in the wild. Say you're a business leader launching a new business branding initiative. You have to actively examine every single future possibility and consequence, or the whole launch could be compromised. It's all about forecasting and managing variables in a volatile market. On the flip side, look at personal budgeting, or even corporate budgeting. That relies heavily on critically analyzing the current factual state. You're building a budget based on the reality of today. So both demand immense critical thinking, but one projects out into future possibilities, while the other demands a rigorous, unbiased look at immediate facts.
Section 6. How to train your brain.
A great place to start building this muscle is with the right resources, and our source recommends 2 absolute powerhouses. First, Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. It provides incredible insights into the profound aspects of the learning process to become a true critical thinker. Contrast that with The Art of Thinking Clearly by psychologist Rolf Dobelli. Dobelli takes a more psychological approach, offering a comprehensive overview of how the brain works and how we can leverage cognitive tools to think more clearly. Both are highly recommended if you're on a quest to level up this aptitude.
But look, beyond just reading, you've got to put this into practice every single day. Here are some highly practical habits you can start right now. Participate in debates and thoughtful discussion forums to weigh multiple perspectives. Practice disciplined writing to logically organize your thoughts. Read regularly from diverse sources to expose yourself to completely different angles. And finally, challenge yourself with daily puzzles or thought exercises. Engaging in these activities forces your brain to analyze and fuse information from totally different areas, which is exactly how you build that rapid-fire cognitive muscle for fast-paced corporate environments.
So I'm going to leave you with this final, provocative question. How will you use critical thinking to navigate your next big financial or career decision? Now that you have this advanced analytical toolkit, from unbiased observation and inference to self-reflection and communication, you've got the power to break down complex issues, dodge emotional pitfalls, and craft truly reasoned decisions. Keep training that brain and start putting these tools into action today.